Street. Congratulations on what's been a very strong performance by the BJP. I'm sure you'll admit that the margin of victory is taking many by surprise. How surprised are you by this margin of victory?
Well, we worked for an objective of 272 plus, and with that objective, every effort was put in. An alliance, pre-election alliance of 25 parties was also formed. So now reaching 272 or more is something which definitely pleases us, but our effort was towards it. Every additional vote that you get, seat that you get over 272 plus, is only a bonus, and we're grateful for that.
Ms. Seetharaman, we've also got Swaminathan Iyer, our consulting editor, joining us here in the studio, and he's got a question for you. Swami?
What do you think are the three big things the new government will do when it comes in, within the first 100 days? Three big things.
Well, I think it's very difficult to answer that kind of a call because, that kind of a question, because the economy has been derailed completely. You've written columns after columns, Mr. Iyer, and therefore the first three things or first 10 things cannot really be listed because you'll end up ignoring many other sectors. Mr. Modi is a very sensitive administrator. He has led Gujarat from where it was to where it is today. So there are going to be simultaneously a lot of things into which his attention will be drawn, and immediately steps will be taken. First, we have to restore the confidence of the economy. In the economy, both of the people and for the investors. I think that will be the priority, and also to look at cutting down inflation as much as we can. That is a long-term objective, but immediate reprieve for the consumers in terms of the prices will have to be looked at. So there are many things I can list, but it will not be fair for me to prejudge what his priority would be.
Ms. Seetharaman, wondering if we can get something out of on the gas price hike, because that's a decision on which the government needs to act immediately, and it's become a political issue. There's a lot of furor as well. How do you see the BJP reacting to the gas price hike? We do have a formula that's already in place. The matter has gone into arbitration. What stance will the BJP take on the crucial issue of gas pricing?
I think we explained this in the way in which we were referring to the standing committee and based on the Rangarajan committee recommendations and so on. That will be very much the line in which we'll go. I think it is important for the new government to look at it from the point of view of what the standing committee did in the parliament and subsequently on the recommendations of Rangarajan committee, and then looking at the arbitration whichever is happening. So the government's position is not going to be different from what the party, at least initially, what we have defined as our position on the matter. However, of course, once the government is formed, I think it will be the prerogative of the government to take a call in case they're going to look at it afresh.
Now that you've won the election or you're set to win the election with such a comfortable majority, Ms. Seetharaman, what is going to be the party stand in FDI and multi-brand retail? Because the market is hoping now that the election is out of the way, possibly we'll see the BJP continue with the policy, at least not scrap a policy, because that could send a negative signal to foreign investors. Will you have a relook at that stance?
Yeah, see, first thing here is formation of a stable government in such matters is very important, and the indications are very clearly that there is going to be a stable government. The numbers are coming very well, and the trend will, if it continues, is going to result in a very good stable number, which will give us a stable government. That's the first thing. Second thing is, on the FDI in multi-brand retail, we have repeatedly been telling that initial initiatives were taken during Atal Bihari Vajpayee's time in the NDA government. Subsequently, we have been giving a very clear explanation as to why we were not with the government when they, bulldozed the decision on FDI and multi-brand retail. Because we thought the Indian infrastructure, energy requirements in the villages, financial inclusion for the farmers and the traders hadn't been achieved, and therefore we thought it might be, opening up the floodgates without making our people ready for facing the situation. Mr. Modi, in Gujarat has been very, very clear on the way in which he has given impetus for industry, particularly those which generate employment. So if you're looking at it from the point of view of FDI in multi-brand retail, I would think we will certainly be clear that nothing that will affect our farmers or traders will be rushed into as a decision. However, Mr. Modi also understands that investments are required in particular sectors where employment generation is going to be a big challenge and on which he's shown commitment. So I would look at it from the point of view of not looking at FDI in multi-brand